At any given moment, you have the power to say, "This is not how the story is going to end." If there's a book that you want to read, but it hasn't been written yet, then you must write it. You can, you should, and if you're brave enough to start, you will. For every minute you are angry, you lose 60 seconds of happiness. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. If you're serious about changing your life, you'll find a way. If you're not, you'll find an excuse. There is no passion to be found playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Step out of the history that is holding you back. Step into the new story you are willing to create. The most beautiful and profound way to change yourself is to accept yourself completely, as imperfect as you are. Your big opportunity may be right where you are standing right now. You must have long-term goals to keep you from being frustrated by short-term failures. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. There are far better things ahead than any we leave behind. Everyone you will ever meet knows something you don't. You will face many defeats in life, but never let yourself be defeated. If you set your goals ridiculously high and it's a failure, you will fail above everyone else's success. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. The greatest mistake you can make in life is to be continually fearing you will make one. Never too old, never too bad, never too late, never too sick to start from scratch once again. As soon as anyone starts telling you to be realistic, cross that person off your invitation list. Getting over a painful experience is much like crossing monkey bars. You have to let go at some point in order to move forward. Use what talents you possess. The woods will be very silent if no birds sang there except those that sang best. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. No one ever finds life worth living, one has to make it worth living. If I am not for myself, who will be for me? But if I am only for myself, what am I? And if not now, when? Things change. And friends leave. Life doesn't stop for anybody. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. Those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples. Change will not come if we wait for some other person, or if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. To change one's life, 1. Start immediately. 2. Do it flamboyantly. 3. No exceptions. William James. Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself. I don't need a friend who changes when I change and who nods when I nod. My shadow does that much better. Nothing is so painful to the human mind as a great and sudden change. I have accepted fear as part of life, specifically the fear of change. I have gone ahead despite the pounding in the heart that says, Turn back. Erica Jong. Taking a new step, uttering a new word, is what people fear most. Fyodor Dostoevsky, Crime and Punishment. You're always you, and that don't change, and you're always changing, and there's nothing you can do about it. Maturity is when you stop complaining and making excuses, and start making changes. The philosophers have only interpreted the world in various ways. The point, however, is to change it. All that you touch you change. All that you change changes you. The only lasting truth is change. God is change. Octavia E. Butler. To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what this storm's all about. Life belongs to the living, and he who lives must be prepared for changes. Change may not always bring growth, but there is no growth without change. Our ability to adapt is amazing. Our ability to change isn't quite as spectacular. To change ourselves effectively, we first had to change our perceptions.